And then I think on audacious optimism, this thread that's been through my life, the way that I live, the way that I lead, all of these things, I believe that audacious optimism is a choice, it's a daily practice, and it's a strategy. And I intentionally say it's a choice, and I've said it, I think 3 times now, because a lot of people associate it with being happy or positive, and those are feelings. And Jennifer, just as well as I do, you and I can't sit here and wait for optimism to hit us. Like, we're not just going to wait to feel optimistic. You have to make that choice to do it. And to do that, you have to be able to trust yourself, trust your gut, listen to your voice, embrace the unknown in times of fear, which can evoke fear, and and also can evoke excitement. And then be able to ignite the power of your I will. There's parts of my journey when I went into recovery after brain surgery where I looked in the mirror and I didn't recognize the girl I saw. I saw a paralyzed face. I couldn't talk. I couldn't close my eye. And I remember sinking to my lowest level and deciding in that moment. It took one decision to grab a pen, to grab a paper, and write down my I wills. And I taped them on my mirror, and it said, I will close my eye completely. I will smile with all my teeth. I will chew with both sides of my mouth. I will be a better version of me. And I didn't believe it when I read it until I did. And so I kept speaking, I will. And quite literally, my doctors along the way said that my nerve rejuvenation was pretty miraculous. And I have to believe that power to speak intention and to actually envision my future as something different than that mirror was telling me was a powerful moment for myself.
What do you say to people out there that are like, oh, this is just toxic positivity, blah, blah, blah. Why can't we just feel our miserable feelings all the time?
Yeah, no, I love that, because that's exactly why I talk about it as a choice, because everyone has a nature, like everyone has this natural way they're just going to be. And not everyone is going to get out of bed and see sunshines and rainbows. And then other people are going to get out of bed and see sunshines and rainbows. And those of us who don't always see those are going to be annoyed by that. But I think that that's what's so great about optimism when you frame it as a choice. It's because any single person can choose optimism. Optimism does not mean that you have to have a feeling, pep in your step, a smile on your face. It truly just means bold hope in the future. And
bold hope in the future. I love that. It resonates with me. And I hope it resonates with lots of you out there. Hope. The thing that makes me the saddest is when I hear like studies of young girls right now. The CDC came out with a study where I think it was about 3/5 of young girls, so like teenage girls, feel extreme sadness and hopelessness often.
yeah.
Hopelessness at such a young age, it just makes me so sad. So the biggest takeaway I'm taking away from this is that optimism is a choice. And like when you choose, it's still going to be tough, right? It's not just you choose it and that's it. You're optimistic 100% of the time, right? Doubt and all these things, fear is still going to creep in, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even when you're optimistic, if you can just tune into the fact that that's a choice, I mean, you're still going to have worry. I mean, even today, I felt like I had imposter syndrome on something I was a part of. And it's like, those things are going to come in, but when you're able to actually hone in on the ability to choose optimism, that kind of starts to just kind of bring that little, I call it like an ember, a tiny ember of hope, of light, of whatever it is, to the surface, so that you can kind of grab onto that and move forward, because you're going to have those. You can't just go through life without those moments.
Yeah.
No one can.